So I get a lot of calls or notes off my website. I'll show you an example. Like this, where people are asking me questions about other companies. So you know what? I'm going to walk you through my process, so that which won't work for everybody, by the way. But I'll show you what I do. Agent Elite. I know I'd heard of them. They're a company here in Newport Beach. I'm located in California. Agent Elite is in Newport Beach. So I would just do the first thing I would do is Agent Elite reviews. You can see that you're getting a Glassdoor thing, so I go here. Now I've already read through this, so I'm just going to catch everybody up. There's 4 or 5 responses here, but 2 or 3 of them basically say the exact same thing. That there's music, there's ping pong. They're saying that a salesperson, like a 22-year-old, made $13K, no cap on income. I don't know where everybody else is working or looking at, but that's not very competitive, and they're saying this is awesome, and I have a feeling that somebody from the company probably came in here and did this. And here's like more advice to manage, more team activities, keep growing, keep innovating, keeping awesome, more games and more food, maybe a ping pong table and darts. They already have a ping pong table and darts. So really somebody came in here from the company and manufactured the reviews. If you read through here, you guys can see it yourself. So automatically on the very first thing that I review, I get a little suspicious, because anybody that's going to go and not let the market dictate their review, I'm going to be a little worried about. So I go into their, this is their Google, or sorry, this is their Facebook reviews, and then also their Google reviews. And I go in here, and we get Lauren McGinnis Black. All right, so she's complaining about the salesperson. Now, the sales, another thing that was going on in Glassdoor is they were saying, like, there was a huge, like, commentary about the persistence of the sales process. So the employees, even the guys that are writing the review, are saying, hey, we're super persistent. I personally don't feel like there is a place in today's world for old school sales tactics where you get on the phone with a client or a prospect and you rebut them 5 times until they're so frustrated with you they either hang up or they buy. That's the old school philosophy of sales. It is a bastardized version of what some old school sales trainers used to say, like Brian Tracy and guys that even predate him. And they all said essentially you should have at least 5 rebuttals. Here's the thing though. In today's world, you get a list of common challenges that somebody's going to have. In the course of your presentation, you deal with all of those rebuttals. Rebuttals aren't different. You elongate your sales presentation. When you end the sales presentation, there is no need for somebody to have 5 rebuttals. If like 5 objections. If you have 5 objections, you've done a terrible, shitty sales presentation. So these guys are obviously using outdated sales tactics. So then the owner comes on here and reviews, and it's a very good, in-depth review, except we can't tell what this means. So he's saying that this person got 13 leads in 5 months, which, by the way, they're saying that they're doing an organic marketing campaign. I tell my clients they won't see any leads for 9 to 12 months. I don't know what they're doing that they're claiming that they're getting leads, but he is saying that 79.7% of the traffic she's getting is because of our Agent Elite network. I don't even know what that is. That's something that they've made up. That is a brand name that they're probably using to relabel for paid traffic of some kind. So they're calling it something weird. And then 12.5% from organic rankings, 4.7% She's been averaging three leads per month. This is because of the funnels that we've been implementing. So let's take a look at the site. He's saying you're ranking for the search terms, and they were, by the way. I go here. The very first rank is Denton. I click on it. And now we have, I presume, a website that's being built by Agent Elite. They have an interesting page on the site. Obviously, one of their strategies is to target these long tail searches. All right, all these little blue links here are them targeting these searches. All right, so this is probably a good percentage of what their strategy is, if it can even be called that. So let's go and check out what their website, what this site really does. Now this tool is not 100% precise, but this is saying there's no domain authority, no ranking. Making all of the value of this particular offering definitely wrapped up in whatever this Agent Elite traffic is. The website doesn't look any better or worse than anything else. There's a small indication of price on the review here. Oh, sorry. On the somewhere. Here we go. Because she's saying she spent $1,000 for 5 months. That would seem to indicate that all this Agent Elite service is doing is charging $100. And again, in my experience, and I'm not saying, like, if this service provided 13 leads for a total of $1,000, that would be a good value. You'd have to decide whether or not the pushy salespeople and the other details, because I do believe that the sales team is probably super aggressive. So everybody has to decide whether or not they feel like dealing with a super aggressive sales team as part of the service package. If it's $1,000 and you even get one decent lead, that's pretty good for real estate. And if it's here in California where I'm at, that's amazing. That's very good. In my experience, though, any service that's signing you up for $100 a month, this is somebody that has to do a lot of volume to make any money, and they probably can't provide. They're literally unable to provide a lot of value inside the service structure. Again, not saying that they provide none, have no idea if this $1,000, but I gotta say, from all the things that I've been looking at, if it was me, I'd stay away from it. Not that I'm saying that, I mean, it's possible that you might get a return on $1,000 spent with this service. It's very difficult to tell just from the reviews that are online and from but there's lots of like, my guess is all of these people here are probably brand new agents. Like, I don't know of anybody in this business. Like, they're talking about coaches and they're talking about personal agents and they keep talking about getting re-signed. My guess is that these are probably all newer agents taking a look at a service because it's one that they can afford. I'm just reading through, reading through the reviews. So you get to make your own decision ultimately in regards to Agent Elite. But I personally, like I said, my personal patience for aggressive and sales tactics where the salespeople don't listen to me is none. Now, that may not be the true of you, or you may be new and their budget, what they're charging for what you get might be super appealing to you. If they're charging $100 a month, and that seems to be, or $200, what seems to be what they're charging, and they're providing a decent website, that puts them right in line with Real Geeks and Easy Agent Pro. And the website is clean. It's fine. I don't see anything wrong with it. I don't see anything overly special about it, and it definitely isn't doing anything from an SEO perspective. But it's definitely not a bad looking site. So if you want to afford this for $200 and you need a more personal touch, maybe these guys are for you. I think that Real Geeks or Easy Agent Pro probably both have much better products than this. But I haven't had a chance to log into the site and see what all the features and functionality are, so take that with a grain of salt.